Hello, everyone. This is Coach Green, and we're back. Amen. Week 11, chapter 11. Follow up. I pray that you're pumped up. Amen. That you've been praying and reflecting upon this week's devotional. Amen. And more importantly, I pray that you have been applying these devotionals to your life, to your daily walk. Amen. In Jesus' mighty name. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. Amen. Comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from and which chapter has been most impactful to you so far. Amen. If you need to purchase a copy of Things Every Born Again Believer Should Know, amen, you can find the link below. And it is available on Amazon.com, amen, in paperback and Kindle format. Thank you in advance for tuning in and for your support in Jesus' mighty name. So, when I gave my life to Christ, I made the mistake of believing that trouble would no longer come my way. That was until I ran into scriptures like James chapter 1, verse 2, which actually encourages us, amen, to count it all joy. Amen, when we experience various trials. Amen, because the testing of our faith produces patience. And it says to allow patience to complete its work in us until we mature and lack nothing. This tells me that trials are sure to come. Amen. It also tells me that challenges are sure to come. Those seasons where things don't always go my way, amen, are sure to come, but that God was going to use them to do a thing. Another significant verse was Romans 8, verse 28 and 29, which tells us that God is going to use all things. People understand my good, my bad, come on, my ugly, my poor decisions. God will use our mess. Not that I want it to be my mess, amen. But God is going to use it to do a thing. Come on, you got to get pumped up about that, amen. Long story short, I mumbled and grumbled against God and asked God, why me? Every time something didn't go my way, man. But after receiving this revelation, I looked at it different. I started to look at it different, amen. And I began to approach every trial, every challenge, amen, every tribulation, every season of drought, amen, every struggle. I approached it with an expectancy to be pruned, refined, prepared, equipped, amen, for what was to come or for what was ahead in Jesus' mighty name. So I want to encourage you this morning, instead of asking why, amen, ask what, and treat every situation like a learning experience, expecting to grow, to mature, and to become more like him in Jesus' mighty name.